Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Working Man's Road to Glory. Today we're going to be trying out our Quincy Promise, which we done in yesterday's episode, and we shall be pairing them up with our first icon of the series. As you can see, our coin balance has severely gone down. We're down to 17k now. So by using this team, we're going to go through Division, I think it's either Division 5 into Division 4, or we're going to go through Division 4. We'll just have a look in a second anyway, after we've gone through the trade pile to show you what has sold and what hasn't. So most of it did go. As we can see there, we had to put a couple more of them back up for sale because they didn't sell first time round. And now we're jumping in, same base Premier League team. I couldn't really change up too much because the icon obviously set us back quite a lot of coins. So we had to just go for the one player to give Quincy Promes that full chem, and we go for Mark Overmars' middle card. It's still very, very good. Pace is outstanding. We put a chem style on him to make him a better shooter and a better passer of the ball. The rest of his stats are all just great, all exactly what I would want him to be. We also need to work a fitness card quickly onto Rudiger. And the reason why we got him is because we're going to switch him and Bailly round in a second, and he's going to put Bakayoko onto full chem. So as we jump into our first game of the episode, we come up against a Premier League team with Inform, Walcott, Lukaku and Mane up top. Very quick and strong, and just a overall very, very good team. But in the 8th minute, we actually start off very well. Bailly has a very tame shot, and he now wins us. He now gets a free kick because we were offside. But we start to hound him for the ball, and he makes a very weak pass into Son. Son to Ali, back to Son. Son into Overmars, who quickly puts that one back into Son. Son across the face of goal, and I don't know why they didn't lock on to Overmars, but Promes comes in there at the back stick and smashes that one home. So very, very nice start for us, and now in the 13th minute he just has a long range shot that goes skied over the bar, and we now have a little goal kick which we just put out to our man there. A nice little pass around the near corner, Ali to Mark Overmars, back to Moussa Dembele. Dembele just waits for that run, Ali puts it into Overmars, and look at that pace, it is ridiculous. And with that 5-star weak foot, he smashes that one home, and we go 2-0 up. Into the 17th minute, so literally straight afterwards, we then get the ball again. Dembele into Mark Overmars, back to Dele Alli, Bakayoko back up to Overmars, Overmars to Promes keeping hold of the ball, wait for that run. Overmars back into Promes from range, very, very nice finish, and that is his second of the game. These two are proving, I know that it's against not the highest caliber players like in the Weekend League, but I obviously do have to learn to use them, so going up through the leagues with them is the best way I see how. And he tries to make this one 3-1, but we just managed to win the ball back, put it up to Dele Alli, and we give the ball away very, very badly there. Lanzini also gives the ball away, and we put it into Son, to Overmars, to Promes, back to Overmars, to Promes, to Overmars, and Overmars to Promes, and yeah, after all those little 1-2s, we just smash that one home with Mark Overmars on his strong foot this time, and we make it 4-0. Just before half time, we do make things worse for our opponent, and we put the ball out to Mark Overmars there, and we actually do give the ball away. So do we make it worse for him, or does he make it a bit worse for us? I think it's actually the other way round. Bang, he makes that one 4-1. So I was a bit I jumped the gun a bit there. I thought that we actually did make it worse for him, because I do remember us scoring a 5th goal. I just forgot that he actually scored one first, and he is now on the attack after we given the ball away to him. I thought that we should have won the ball back there, but we didn't. And Romelu Lukaku bangs that one home and makes it 4-2. So it's actually getting a bit worse for us now. He's on the comeback trail, and he hits the inside of the post there that would have made it 4-3. So we are hanging on a bit here after I thought that we were home safe. And we now do that little goal kick again, just for the little knock on. And Son finds Promes, who makes a delightful run, puts that one in for a hat-trick on debut, and we do now score our 5th goal like I thought we did earlier. So 5-2 is the scoreline. We're now going to go for a free kick from range with Promes. Very nice save there. And does the ball go up for a corner? Nope, it doesn't, because we stupidly head that one out ourselves. But he now just tries a nice little short one, and we steal that. Promes across the face of goal, and I feel quite bad for him there, because that was a horrific pass. There was nobody behind him. In real life, the player would have probably left that and just run onto it himself. But obviously this isn't real life. So we do make it 6-2. And now in the 76th minute, he comes up the other end, and pretty much the same finish as his last goal, makes it 6-3. 78 minutes in, and he just tries to put that one into the box, but we managed to get our hands on that rather nicely. Promes, look at all that space for him to run into, and he plays a delightful ball through. Overmars his pace, it's a bit too much for him again, and he spanks that one home to make it 7-3. So our lead should be unsurmountable now, and Promes to Overmars, back to Promes, who again makes no errors from there, and we make it 8-3. This is a very commanding first game for our front three, and it now gets even better in the 90th minute, or 90 plus 3. He just gives us a little trip there. I do believe he should get a red card, but I don't think he does actually. He was already on a yellow, and I thought that was worthy of another one, but apparently not. And so we'll now step up to take the penalty. We keep Promes on it because I think he's around about the best one we've got. Yeah, he is just above Son. And Promes will just take it, put it down the middle, and we make it 9-3. And that is how game 1 ends. The front two especially doing absolute work. Son very, very good there in just a few of the in a few of the build-up plays. But yeah, so we managed to win game 1, puts us on to 12 points, 7 points away from the title. We now come up against a very strong La Liga team. Inform Benzema, Inform Gamero, I think that is, alongside Griezmann up top and Modric and all of that joyous stuff in midfield. And again, after only 2 minutes, Heung-min Son, look at that for a finish, right into the top bins. And even Jimmy Bullard himself could probably not do that one better. And now after 5 minutes, we go on to Heung-min Son. Rose just runs down the line, puts that one into the box, and he catches it and doesn't really come so much. But he now gives the ball away on the edge of his own box. Son into Quincy Promes, who actually misses, and look at that angle that Overmars scores from there. Only an icon could do that. I don't think many of my other players would have probably got that one in. But luckily enough, we do have an icon to do that sort of stuff for us now. Now we win the ball back with Rudiger there. Rudiger to Promes. Son is now on the ball. Son just waits and waits and waits for the run of Rose. Rose puts that on across face of goal, and Overmars slides in there to make it 3-0 before the 20th minute mark. So again, we're finding this division quite not a breeze, because obviously the last game we actually did let in 3 goals, but it's just things like that. They just give us the ball back again and again. And we have a shot there that is blocked, and his keeper has now got the ball. He throws it out to his right back, Carvajal to Rakitic, who gives the ball away. And Promes is now on the ball. Dembele, Ali, Promes again, and he lovely sweeps that one into the bottom right hand corner, and we make it 4-0. So half an hour gone, 4 goals down, and hopefully this one won't last too much longer. But just at the start of the second half, he's playing the ball around nicely. Ali with some nice strength there manages to win us the ball back. Promes now bursting onto it, very, very poor pass, and we managed to give it back to him. Isco up to Griezmann, Griezmann into Gamero, who just breezes past our back line and puts that one into the bottom left-hand corner, and he makes it 4-1. So not the best start to this second half, but now straight from kickoff, we get the ball with Moussa Dembele, and he just gives us room to run in there. Mark Overmars there, smashing that one home. And he just gave us far, far too much room. He was just trying to mark all of the passing lanes, and so we didn't pass the ball, and that is as simple as that. Now Overmars again waiting for that run. Sadly we just do find it a tiny bit too late, but his pass out is very, very poor again. Promes into Son with a nice little step wide of his man and puts that one underneath the keeper to make it 6-1. So there is some goal fests going on in this episode, and he actually hasn't had stopped here because Griezmann is now on the ball, and we do manage to win this one back with Eric Bailly. I think that was Eric Bailly anyway, I hope so. Promes now just waiting for that run. Son's there, first time shot, lovely little low driven to make it 7-1 after 76 minutes. 90 plus minutes now, and we bring on the fresh legs of our new Path to Glory player, and just some very, very nice play on the edge of the box, and Ali smashes that one home to make it 8-1. So that is obviously how game number 2 ends. So we are one step closer to the league title. We'll quickly advance, and we're now on 15 points, so we need only 4 more points. So it doesn't really matter how they come. We now come against a Bundesliga / La Liga side. Very, very strong. Some very nice little links in there to make it all on to 10 chem. And this game starts off again rather well for us. Mark Overmars showing his pace and agility there. He just tries to clear it straight into Son off the keeper, and Overmars is there to mop it up. So half an hour in and we go 1-0 up. He now plays the ball around quite nicely. Vidal finds Lewandowski to Werner. Werner to Arturo Vidal, and we actually make a very, very good challenge there. And somehow it just goes into our own net. So not the best of goals for us to give away now after 66 minutes. This one was actually quite a tough game. He was very good at defending the way that I like to attack. But we now make a cross into the box. Son just about wins the header, and it falls straight to Bakayoko, who does a nice little header there into the back of the net to make it 2-1. So now 71 minutes in, he gets the ball with Werner again to Lewandowski again, who waits for the run. Raphael on the edge, he shoots, and it's a very, very nice finish. I do think Courtois could be doing a tiny bit better there, but he didn't, and that is how that game ends. 2-2, which puts us onto 16 points, so we have officially got promoted. We just now need to win this game, and we will be champions of the league. Premier League 4-2-3-1, quite a defensive formation, but with a lot of pace going forward. So this could potentially be hard, but again, 4 minutes in, starting the game very well, get very, very lucky there. The ball falls to Moussa Dembele, who just nicely puts that one home. We now give away a goal kick here via a very bad shot. He just tries the same goal kick as us, but he just obviously doesn't do it that well, as we win the header, and Heung-min Son's got it on the edge, puts it into Overmars, who puts that one into the bottom corner to make it 2-0 after 31 minutes. And now he has the ball after 39 minutes, and we make a lovely little slide there. Son puts it into Overmars to Quincy Promes. Promes just waits for that run again. Overmars pretty much the same finish to make it 3-0 in the 40th minute. And we now jump into the second half, and we win the ball back from his corner there, and you know that these usually spell counter attacks, and he makes that slide tackle twice, and he gets kind of lucky that his keeper makes the save, but it was kind of a poor finish. Promes puts it into the front post, and Son is there to absolutely smash that header home to make it 4-0. And in the 76th minute, a lovely little throw out into the feet of Son. Son to Promes, Promes to Overmars, back to Promes, and Promes with the lovely little dink over the keeper to make it 5-0. And Promes, like I was saying, is probably the best right winger I could afford on this game. I know Bale's good as well, but Promes for me is just a little step above him. That is just in my personal opinion. And he again now fiddles around a bit on the edge of his own box, and we put it into Overmars, who does the same finish 3 times in this game, and it results in 3 goals, and we go 6-0 up, and that is the league title won for us, even though he does pull a goal back in the 88th minute. very, very nice finish there. Just me again. I think it was, you kind of switch off towards the end of some of these games. And yeah, but the league is ours. We get 7,500 coins for that. So very, very nice indeed. And that is League Title 1 with our new team. It was playing very well. But again, I know I'm not playing against the elite tier players there because it's obviously quite far down the leagues, where that was Div 5. So I know that we will come up against sterner tests this weekend, but we'll see how we cope against them as it comes. Really, so we now put him back up sale because he didn't sell. The rest of them sold all for their buy now prices, and yeah, that is where we will finish off this episode. Bit longer than the usual, but hope you guys liked it, and if you did, drop the old thumbs up. Sub to me if you're new, and until next time, cheers.